The horse and the agriculture industry is not just under attack, it's being dismantled, and it's happening from the outside and it's happening from the inside. Not just by politicians and not just by city slickers who've never thrown a saddle on a horse or worked cattle before, but by drama-driven, short-sighted, woke mob cowards inside of our own walls. These people are more addicted to outrage, online virtue signaling, than actually fighting for what is right. And the good people, the backbone of our industries, they're getting run into the ground mentally, emotionally, spiritually, some to the point where they leave the industry altogether and don't come back, and some to where they even consider taking their own life and they leave it all behind. And if we don't wake up, if we don't stand up, we are going to lose everything about what we love about this way of life, not because it wasn't worth saving, but because we didn't fight for it when it actually mattered. Now, this isn't about politics. This isn't about opinions. This is about one thing, and that's the truth. And the truth is the horse industry and the ag industry, it's hard. It's physically hard. It's mentally hard. It's emotionally hard. It's financially hard. Anyone who's ever tried to make a living in these industries knows that. We live it, we bleed for it, and we do it because we love it. But now we're getting attacked by people who have no skin in the game. People have no understanding of what it actually takes to be successful, and people who think that posting a comment under a video makes them an expert, makes them some vigilante, and they're not interested in the truth. They're interested in creating outrage. They don't want to understand. They just want to destroy. And worst of all, they've convinced some of our very own people within our own industries to turn on each other. And instead of collaboration, we see too much competition. Instead of brotherhood and sisterhood, we see backstabbing, we see cowardice, we see hiding behind a computer. And instead of standing up for each other, we're standing by while good men and women get lynched in the public square of social media. And for what? So some miserable nobody can get a hit of dopamine off of a like button? And here's what most people don't get. This woke mob mentality isn't just a social problem anymore. It's a direct threat to the future of the horse industry and to all of the agriculture, right? It's a social license to operate. It's not a government license that you apply for. It's the unspoken permission society gives or takes away in this case based on their perception. If they're loud enough, if emotional activists convince the public that what we do is abuse, they don't have to pass new laws right away because there's politicians, corporations, and other types of regulators that will bend to the public pressure. They'll restrict it, they'll regulate it, they'll ban it out of existence altogether. And we've already seen this happening, right? Rodeos have been banned in major cities. Carriage horse industries have been erased from entire states. Livestock practices have been outlawed based on emotional propaganda, not even on facts. And don't kid yourself. They're coming for the whole horse industry and the whole agriculture industry next. And there are real organizations right now pushing to make just riding a horse illegal. They're trying to paint this that owning and training horses is exploitation. And the woke outrage mobs that are stirring false narratives on social media, they are the foot soldiers for this movement. And every time that we stay silent, they pile up on a good horseman, a good rancher, and they go after them and they get stronger. And every time that we let them control the narrative, we give away another piece of our freedom to the social license to operate. Because the SLO is nothing more than death sentence for our way of life. It's disguised as progress. That's how they want it to come across. And if we don't stand up now, if we don't fight back with the truth, we'll wake up one day with nothing left to fight for, nothing left to defend. Now, I know people who have thought about ending their life because of the pressures of this lifestyle in this industry and outside expectations. I know people who have tried, and I unfortunately know people who have actually succeeded. And that's the real cost of this cancer. It's not just about making money or how business is going. This is about people's lives. And when you attack a horseman, when you attack a rancher, you're not just attacking their business, you're attacking their identity, right? Their purpose is being attacked. You're attacking everything they've built their life around. And to those people that are doing the attacking, if you think words don't matter, you've never seen what happens when those worlds pile up and someone feels like they've got no way out. We don't just lose good horsemen and ranchers and farmers when this happens. We lose good fathers, good mothers, good sons, good daughters, good friends. We lose the heart and soul of this industry. It's not enough to sit back and just hope this gets better. It won't. Because these people, these woke virtue signaling parasites, they never stop. Nothing will ever be good enough for them. There's no finish line where they say, okay, now it's perfect, right? They want to dismantle everything. They want to take away our rights to own a horse, to work cattle, to own cattle, to work with animals, to ride, to raise our kids in this way of life. They want to turn horses into just turning them loose. They want to destroy the 4-H, FFA, ranching, horsemanship, everything that built the backbone of this country and our way of life, and they are relentless. Meanwhile, good people are standing quietly, afraid to speak out. No more. Not here and not now. We need to stand up. We got to be loud. We got to be bold. We have to be unapologetic because we need to push back, not just with emotion, not with hate, but with truth. We need to make it absolutely clear. The horse industry, the agriculture industry, this way of life is worth fighting for. Agriculture is worth fighting for. This lifestyle is worth fighting for. And if you believe in due process, if you believe in understanding context and the difference between making a mistake and a crime, you have to speak up. If you believe in protecting animal rights while still protecting human dignity, you've got to stand up. If you believe in preserving this way of life that generations before us built with their own two hands, you've got to show up. Because silence is surrender. And the other side, they're not staying silent. You don't have to be perfect to stand up for what's right. You don't have to have a massive platform and you don't have to be famous. You just have to have a freaking backbone. Because we can stand against cruelty and abuse and also stand for truth, to stand for dignity, to stand for real justice. We can support animal welfare without sacrificing human mental health on the altar of woke outrage, right? We can fight back and we must fight back because if we don't, we're just letting them take our horses, our entire way of life, right? We're letting them take our future from us. And I don't know about you, but I refuse to sit by and watch it happen. And if you're with me, if you're ready to fight for what's right, I want you to drop a comment. I want you to share this video. We have to get our voices to be out there and they have to be loud because together we rise, right? And the time is now. And I know many of you guys are going to ask, what can we actually do? You have to be loud. You got to get your voice out there. And I'll drop some links down below too. 2 petitions to fight against the social license to operate, to fight against certain legal agendas that are going against the horse industry and the agriculture industry. So be sure you go look at those links, sign those petitions. It only takes 2 minutes and share this video and let your voice be heard. Say what needs to be said, right? Because one of my favorite quotes is to avoid criticism, say nothing, do nothing, be nothing. We have a way of life worth fighting for, and it starts with us coming together as brothers and sisters in the horse industry and the agriculture, as brothers and sisters in Christ, and fighting for a way of life that has built this country, that has built our families, that has blessed us, that God has put us on this earth to fulfill. And we will not stand by watch some woke mob cowards rip it away from us because of some emotionally fed agenda, not based on facts, not based on truth, but based on sheer evil. We will not stand by and let that happen. And if you're with me on that, I want you to drop a comment. I want you to sign those petitions, share this video. We have to come together.